10 things foreigners hate about the UK, but Brits ignore. The UK has a lot going for it. Rich history, stunning countryside, iconic cities, and some of the most polite people on earth. But scratch beneath the surface and you'll discover a set of daily quirks that can drive outsiders absolutely bonkers. Whether it's architectural oddities or social norms that seem lifted from another century, there are plenty of things foreigners hate about the UK, while Brits just shrug and carry on as if nothing's wrong. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 things foreigners hate about the UK, but Brits totally ignore. From freezing bathrooms to baffling etiquette, let's see how many you've secretly grumbled about too. 10. The two-tap sink mystery. If you've ever tried washing your hands in an older British home or public restroom, you've probably faced the age-old dilemma. Scald your skin with boiling hot water from one tap, or freeze it off with Arctic cold from the other. Yes, we're talking about the infamous two-tap sink. In most countries, a single mixer tap is the norm, giving you the perfect balance of hot and cold. But in Britain, the two-tap system still exists in many homes and public facilities. It's a relic from older plumbing systems that didn't support pressure balancing, and replacing them often costs more than people want to spend. Foreigners find it absurd. Brits, meanwhile, often chalk it up to tradition or the difficulty of retrofitting plumbing in old buildings. While modern properties now install mixer taps, the trauma of that first encounter with a British sink is a rite of passage for many international visitors. And yes, this point is so annoying it makes our list twice. 9. Carpet in bathrooms. You heard that right. Carpet in bathrooms. And no, it's not a joke. In several older homes across the UK, you'll still find plush carpet beneath your feet, right next to the toilet sink, and sometimes even the bathtub. To most foreigners, this is an unthinkable health hazard. Bathrooms are supposed to be easy to clean and moisture resistant, not cosy dens of mold and bacteria. So why does it still exist? In part, it's a cultural carryover from the days before underfloor heating and vinyl flooring. It was seen as adding comfort, warmth, and a homely touch. But the smell of damp carpet is enough to make most visitors rethink their life choices. Brits might see it as quaint. Foreigners often see it as a soggy mistake waiting to happen. 8. Endless queuing. The British love a good queue. No pushing, no shouting, just silent, orderly lining up. While this is often admired as a sign of civility, many foreigners see it as excessive or even robotic. In countries where queue etiquette is more relaxed, it can be frustrating to stand in line for everything, from buses and trains to coffee and cash machines. And if someone tries to skip the queue, expect sharp glances, passive-aggressive tooting, or a full-on social shunning. Some visitors even find the level of queuing anxiety strange. Brits will sometimes form queues without knowing what they're queuing for, just in case they miss out. For locals, it's second nature. For visitors, it's an oddly serious pastime. 7. Small talk overload. Lovely weather we're having. Busy out there, isn't it? Can't believe it's Monday again. British small talk is an art form, and for some, an endurance test. Foreigners from cultures where conversations are more direct or purposeful often find this constant chit-chat exhausting or confusing. Is the cashier really interested in your day, or is it just a script? Do you respond with enthusiasm, or just smile and nod? Brits aren't necessarily trying to be fake. They're trying to keep things light and uncontroversial. But for foreigners, the subtle social rules of small talk can feel like decoding ancient runes. Add to that the ability of Brits to have full conversations about absolutely nothing, and you'll understand why many visitors walk away scratching their heads. 6. No power outlets in bathrooms. If you're staying in a UK hotel or home and plan to use your electric toothbrush, razor, or hairdryer in the bathroom, good luck. you'll probably be hunting for a plug somewhere near the hallway or behind the wardrobe. UK electrical regulations prohibit regular power outlets in bathrooms for safety reasons, except for special low-voltage shaver sockets. While it makes sense from a safety perspective, it's a daily nuisance for visitors who are used to plugging in their devices right by the mirror. Some foreigners get so fed up they end up charging toothbrushes on the kitchen counter or drying their hair in the living room. And trying to do makeup with bad lighting and no mirror access? Not ideal. 5. Confusing light switches. Is up on or off? Why is the light switch outside the bathroom? And what is that dangling cord from the ceiling? Light switches in the UK are a puzzling experience for many foreigners. In some places, the switch is outside the room entirely, especially for bathrooms. In others, it's a pull cord hanging down like a bell rope in a Victorian drama. And to add to the confusion, the direction of the switch isn't standard worldwide. If you're used to consistent layouts and intuitive controls, the UK can feel like a fun house of mystery lighting. Sometimes even locals forget which switch does what, and they live there. For tourists, it's another oddity to navigate every time they turn on the light. 4. The weather obsession. Talk to a Brit for more than 30 seconds, and chances are the weather will come up. It could be raining, sunny, foggy, or just a bit grey, and it will become the topic of conversation. Foreigners often find this obsession amusing or odd. But in the UK, weather isn't just small talk, it's a coping mechanism. When your climate changes by the hour, discussing it becomes a daily ritual. It's also a safe topic that avoids politics, religion, or anything remotely controversial. Add to that the British ability to categorise drizzle into 5 types and snow into 2 kinds of panic. And you'll see why this weather fascination feels like both comedy and therapy rolled into one. 3. Short opening hours. Need groceries after 6 p.m? You might be out of luck, especially in smaller towns or on a Sunday. While big cities like London and Manchester offer more flexibility, many UK shops close surprisingly early by international standards. Foreign visitors from countries with 24-hour convenience stores or extended retail hours often find this frustrating. Restaurants may shut their kitchens by 9 p.m, banks are rarely open on weekends, and finding a place to grab essentials late at night is a challenge. The restricted Sunday trading laws add another layer of confusion. Foreigners used to spontaneous late-night shopping sprees will find themselves staring through darkened shop windows, wondering why everything is closed before sunset. 2. Cold houses. It's not just the cold weather, it's how that cold seems to follow you inside. Many British homes, especially older ones, lack proper insulation and modern heating systems. Double glazing may be absent, radiators may be weak, and don't even think about central air. Foreigners used to toasty indoor environments are often shocked to find themselves bundled in sweaters indoors, even with the heat on. Part of this comes from historically high energy prices and a cultural tendency to conserve heat. Brits have even coined phrases like "put another jumper on" as an alternative to turning up the thermostat. For visitors, it can feel like camping, indoors. 1. Separate hot and cold taps. Again. Yes, we're doubling down on this one because every foreigner talks about it. The separate hot and cold taps aren't just odd, they're actively annoying. You either burn your hands, freeze them, or develop the skill of splash mixing like a medieval alchemist. Even though modern mixer taps are becoming more common, this relic of British plumbing still haunts bathrooms across the country, especially in older hotels, train stations, and heritage buildings. Some foreigners end up filling the basin just to wash their hands properly. It's such a recurring joke that it's practically a British rite of passage. If anything sums up the strange charm and stubbornness of British life, it's this. From quirky plumbing to icy living rooms, These things foreigners hate about the UK reveal just how unique, and sometimes baffling, British life can be. While locals carry on as usual, outsiders are left scratching their heads. What would you add to the list? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe.